So hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Darkest Dungeon. And I have been thinking indeed, and I think we will try to go for this. I think it will be okay. We have Ukko here, then Caesar, Tajunta, and then me at the back. Of course I can't use my one skill, but hey, there's enough healing with the two of us. Of course, the only annoyance is especially that I have stress quite a bit, but maybe we can deal with it. Maybe it's gonna be good enough if I at least have this with myself, who knows. But I would love to do that because that would allow us to, in my opinion, if I remember correctly, to use this for free, which would be amazingly cool. I would love to get those busts now though. So we could get another slot into here. But not necessarily gonna do that, but we have so got that many deeds that we could even exchange some deeds for this. Not right now, because there's not really any reason to do that right now. We could just send maybe someone still there. We got at least a nice amount of money still from the last mission, even if it was a failure. So that was really nice. We actually need more crests to be able to upgrade this more. So no point really to upgrade it yet, I feel like. I don't think we're gonna be recruiting anyone else. I would love to get, indeed, at least a second shield breaker. The problem is that right now we really don't have the space, sadly, unless I would be removing someone. So then, of course, obviously not. But like, basically, I could remove Duncan or Parik, but I don't want to remove Parik. So Duncan would be the most likely to be removed just because of the fact that. They are a second Houndmaster, and I don't necessarily feel like I need a second Houndmaster, but I just don't. Well, actually, I could do this right now. I guess I could then. It requires a lot of deeds, sure. It uses almost all of this. Let's see, how many crests did I need for this upgrade on the other hand? Not that many, so most likely we would have enough crests for that anyways. It's just a question about the busts then. So sure, let's get the last upgrade.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
So then we can actually have a second shield breaker. Yes, if I can speak correctly. I was also thinking, and this was the name, right? I'm just a little bit unsure if I write it exactly the way that it was written there, but I like Luminous, might make that as a permanent, mayhaps. But I definitely like the Shieldbreaker class. I was also considering that maybe I could get another Vestal, because we really don't have enough healers, I feel like. We have 2 occultists, a lot of people that can do some healing, and 2 vessels. But I think a third vessel, maybe a little bit different vessel, someone who would try to be in the front row, because vessels do have these abilities in the front too that I've basically never used. It's just a shame that they cannot use this from that spot, but hey, I can always have them moved around into this spot when they need to heal, and then this at least they can use from the second position anyway, so at least some of it they can use and then maybe do that sort of thing, but of course it would mean another already third vessel, but they are good healers. I like to have enough healers. It's difficult to go through these maps without any sort of a healer. Of course, I would like to have a Black Element maybe too, but I'd like to try the second row person, but yeah. But anyways, this Caregivers Convention, not gonna go into a boss battle. Definitely not. But yeah, the previous mission would have given so much of gold too. I guess it's mostly because of the fact that it would have been a long mission. That's my assumption, but yeah. At least, that's my assumption. You have those upgraded. You had pretty much almost everything upgraded. I guess we could upgrade this too. If you need some healing or stress healing, then we can at least use that one. So sure, let's do that. You I haven't upgraded nearly completely, so let's at least upgrade these. At least accuracy. 4 bleed for 3 rounds, 5 bleed for 3 rounds, which is cool amount of bleeding for a certainty. Haven't also upgraded this at all. This first doesn't seem to do anything, any upgrades, but let's see about the next one. Well, yeah, then it's like 3 points for 2 rounds. This is like 2 points for 3 rounds. This is just 3 points for 2 rounds, which is basically the same amount, but just a little bit faster, sure, but It's still 4 points of bleeding then for 3 rounds, but of course maybe that's a good thing because you kinda wanna get sometimes to bad health, so let's try it out, I guess. It's a little bit strange, if you could say so. Somewhat strange, but yeah, otherwise we have all of these things done. Then it's more about the weapons slash blacksmith location. I would like to get these, so scarred flesh. You, I guess, just get more scars into your flesh, which does make sense, considering you don't really have any armor. Yeah, just more scars. Now you have scarred flesh. Then this would have 1 more max damage, 1 more crit chance, 2 more speed. Speed would be at least a nice upgrade. Looks nice. Looks nicer, the weapon. Of course, would be really nice to get you have a questing sword and you having better hands. Better hands. But it's kind of getting a little bit expensive, but I guess for Dayunda at least I could get the questing sword. That's okay, I think. I think that sounds pretty good at the end of the day. Might be, of course, still that maybe I should actually do a little bit differently this order, because you do have this Holy Lance, which is amazing. You can at least use it also for someone who is in the 2nd spot. So against a lot of people you can use it. So we could try something like this. You do need to be in the 1 or 2 spots, so you could start in the 1st spot and then maybe we can use 1 stat and then... It is kind of weird to use Ukko in the 1st spot, but we can try it out. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, that's okay. But yeah, then we would just provision. I used to try to save a little bit more on what we want to bring into these missions. But I think it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. At least 3 shovels, I'd say. 6 at least torches. Let's at least take 3 keys. Unlikely that we would find a secret room. We don't really have anyone who is good at spotting anything. Medicinal herbs would be good. At least if we find those carcasses. That's the problem, of course. If we find carcasses, if we find something else. I don't remember even if actually if holy water was good anywhere in here. Antivenom can also be good here, but well, sure, we'll use basically everything for this, but hey, maybe we can actually succeed. Would be cool. Beast and corrupted human alike inhabit these failing crows. So they do, I'm certain. They inhabit all those failing crows. But maybe I should have tried to do something more in the home too and everything, but on the other hand, at least we have the stagecoach, like the amount of heroes we can get is now the max, so then just need to decide and...
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
This is a bad layout, having to go... Well, left side is definitely the one that is better to go first. It has less rooms than the one on the right, so we'll start from the left. We'll see. But it's a bad layout for trying to get all of these quest items. And anyways, it means that we have to bring back 3 medicines, so carry 3 items. These things, quivering ectoplasms, a little bit worse. They're like a craze color. I was indeed looking at that's a weird color. But yeah, craze color. They didn't want to be stunned. I do hope that you get the turn before these guys die. Because, yeah, it would be sucking if that wouldn't happen. Cytokinesis, okay, yep, definitely gonna happen. Yep, I was thinking that there's gonna be a new one. So, you can actually do that. Hey, amazing crit though. Cool crit from Dayunda. Can't say anything bad about that one. Aw, dodged. I didn't actually look again that I would have given more items, but at least most of them already have items. Basically, I could have added 1 more item for Caesar, but otherwise, not really, so...
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
No one else to hit. Alright, cool. Obliterated indeed. Which is good. It's good to obliterate them.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yay, some scouting. That's just a short like trip. Just 2 spots. Very weird. Don't really have anyone who is extremely excellent in the trap disarms, but hey, good job, Caesar, you actually did it. Cool. At least I would think that this would be good, but apparently I haven't tried it. I guess I mostly have not had these medicinal herbs here, but this would make sense for food-related stuff, so yeah.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Purified from disease. Let's increase the light just a teeny tiny bit more. Alright, so towering ectoplasm, really big one. Real big guy. Sadly, I don't think our bleed is very good in here. 80% bleed resist, so indeed not very good. Not very good at all. Blight is also extremely well resisted, so is stun, to be honest, but I guess we can at least start working on this guy. We need to kill them all. You can try to kill this. Nice. One killed. Cool. Yeah. Dodge, sadly. You really, I have really not been able to hit yet anything. Resisted the move, for good or for bad? Now that's a good question. Okay, nice. That guy is killed. Yeah, the greatest monster lies inside you. I know, Caesar. That's why you don't need to be afraid of anything at all. But might have been better that we had a little bit different group set up. We have basically 2 healers, a lot less damage. We can have a lot of damage from Caesar if we go into the Abomination, certainly, but it might be anyways a little bit problematic that then he's all the way back there, so no, that's not what I wanted to try to do, at least not yet. 12 damage is okay. Heal Tajunta. First and foremost. But we do need, all of them need some more experience to be starting to at least get close to the level 4. Ah, you can do that same thing. Not fun, not fun. Not fun at all. Let's start dealing with you. Hopefully you can kill it. Nice. I'm happy with that.
Destroy them all.
Ah, dodge. Might create more. At least it's bleeded, so still gonna get a little bit more damage. New one indeed spawned. Not happy about that at all. This fight might really go on forever with this speed. At least you're almost dead. But just not sadly, quite yet. Nice that you killed it, though. You're gonna create a new one, Slime Schmeck. Yay, not a new one created.
The blood quickens.
It's fine. The blood doesn't quicken that much. Wow, I actually did something for a change. Other than just heal, I mean. You could heal yourself, but I guess I'll leave it for the next fight because I want to kill this goddamn thing.
Intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Maybe it can be considered a virtue, I cannot say. I do have to actually check. Yeah, these are from the first true. This at least you can do from further away, but it can be a little bit problematic. Because if Tajunta doesn't have something in the back that he can attack easily and stuff, have to be thinking about how to have them in here, to be honest. It's a bit tough, I'd say. Cash.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Well, at least a lot of crests. Another one of these guys. I actually don't think I have anything that can be stealth now. Well, I have the ability, but then I would somehow need to get there. And that's a lot of damage for a long time. I don't like to be marked. Yes, you need to heal yourself first and foremost. You do need to heal someone else at the same time, so guess me. Then I think this at least can work. of course it has blight resist 60%, so we'll see if it actually will be good enough, but at least it can start to deal damage to it, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, if I would want to distealth it, I would need to get up here. Can you use the Holy Lance from the back? You can, but again, it's a little bit pointless to me for going there right now, I think. Let's start dealing with this dock. Don't like the dock either, after all. Yeah, sadly you can't kill anything but this, but I guess it's fine-ish for you to at least deal damage or kill that one guy. Rapid rush. At least. But yeah, don't like these things that this thing is doing to us. At least you can cause some more blight. And of course they're not actually in stealth anymore. Sure. Make them bleed as well. Maybe they can die next turn. 6-10 overall, so yeah, you're gonna be dead next turn, so that's very nice. Sadly, we didn't get the goddamn dock killed. That's sad, and unfortunately, we can get a little bit of a group heal going. Yeah, the dock at least can act, which is unfortunate.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Resisted the stun.
Annihilated.
But hey, they're dead. So that's better. Nonetheless.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Darn trap. We are getting quite a high stress levels. At least we found a medicine. It does mean that we have to leave something behind, but I think it's gonna be this thing first. The Onyx nonetheless. Like, yes, it's cash, but we need to take this with us anyways.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Wish we would be able to see if there would be more down here, but have to make sure. I would like to not go into here if there's nothing
Finding
in
the
here,
stuff
but
is only the first
what can we
test.
do? Gotta know for
How
sure.
it must be carried home.
Gotta know for sure anyways.
The match is struck.
Nah.
A
Still
blazing
no
star
no
is
scouting.
born.
I'm so wishing. Maybe we could get the scouting. Lucky scouting, but nope. Well, at least we're almost done on this
Handsome
side.
reward for a task well performed.
Wasn't really that handsome. I didn't move myself back into here, which would have been nice for killing her on the back, but can't be helped anymore anyways. Well, actually you're doing a push, but is it a good thing that you're doing a push? Not necessarily. I don't know if I like you pushing at least that far. Let's make you easier to hit, mayhaps. Your dodge is at least extremely low now. Let's use some nice blight. Not gonna do that for sure, Reese. Aww. That failed. At least we can use the Holy Lance, so we can
Their
kill her.
formation is broken.
Because she deserves to be
Maintain the
judged. And it's a
offensive.
good thing that you judged he guilty. Judged them guilty. Very good indeed. Very, very good indeed. It is a nice amount of bleeding though that this gives. Very nice amount. Yay! Ondok is stunned. You can heal Caesar a little bit. Of course we can't really lance for anyone else, but hey. At least when they are stunned now they can't act anyways, even though we missed. You're gonna die next turn, so not really much to worry about you. You on the other hand are not dead yet. Now you will be, so hey. Good for us.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
You might as well do this, I guess. It's not really anything else you can do. We do have a lot of healing in this. We don't really have a lot of, what is it? Stress healing. We could have some stress
As the
healing,
light
which would
gains
make things a
purchase,
lot better for
spirits are
certainty.
lifted, and purpose
And
is
maybe
made
speedier
clear.
characters who could actually deal with those dogs a little bit more efficiently.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Well, at least there's a treasure, I guess. I again forgot to put you into there, even though I meant to, but then I completely forgot to. It's just like, totally, just absolutely forgot that would be a thing to do. Logical thing to do. You can at least try to bleed them, they don't have that much bleed resistance. I should assess skill this first because it can't make new people at the moment, but I really just dislike those things. So very, very much. I hate Blight. I hate you raining Blight upon us. Big slime. You can't create more slimes though if that would have created slimes. You can't. Sorry to tell ya, you just simply cannot. But yeah, in that sense, killing this would be a beneficial thing. But on the other hand, I do want these guys dying at some point too, so I do prefer to at least make them bleed quite nicely. So in some turns they will be dead for sure.
Mortality clarified in a single
Marking,
strike.
don't enjoy. You just go away and bleed to death now, hopefully, mayhaps. You're definitely dead next turn, which is cool by me. Well, you got a Blight, not too bad though. You need to die. No, definitely you need to die. That at least nicely heals us a little bit and gave us actually some stress heal. Begin slime. We can't afford to use antivenoms. Sorry. Not gonna be slime shock, probably stun, yeah. Thinking that that must be. Oh yeah, you're now below that, so you get actually more damage, so sure. Let's try to deal some extra damage. Sadly, no bleeding, but you do have less bleed resistance now as a result. So that would be something. That would certainly be something. Maybe I don't want to heal you quite yet, even though it's a little bit riskier. But you could do more damage then. Really would just like to make you stop existing. Yeah, you're dead basically. At least, so we don't need to worry about that. Sadly, still no bleeding. Understandable, but still sad. 5 crit. Happy with crits. Ooh, stun. Amazing. I'm very happy with the stun.
The slow death.
Be nice that it wouldn't be able to do anything more.
Unforgiving.
Ah, so close. 1 HP left. I guess right now you could heal Caesar just a teeny tiny bit. Could have tried to kill, but
Prodigious size
I was
alone
thinking that
does not
they should be
dissuade
able
the
to handle
sharp
it.
blade.
25 gold. I guess we can just leave this. Heirloom chest. We have no space for any of this. Well, we'll leave this gold that we just picked up. Portraits, yes. This is not needed. Then I would love to take this too. What would be the least useful? Well, we have had Blight. Holy Water, actually. There isn't definitely that much use for Holy Water in this mission. So let's leave the Holy Water then, for the moment and time being. To be honest, I would like to always have the loot at the bottom. Of course, this is just a quest item, but still. Then if we could get a little bit at least headed into that direction before we would need to camp, would be nice. Would be nice. At least we have already gathered 1 medicine. Of course, we need to make space for that anyways, which means that we should also camp, because otherwise we will just need to be leaving all of our treasures behind, which wouldn't be that fun. Let's just move on. Actually, surprisingly little light goes when we are moving on these familiar terrains, so to speak. Still would expect a little bit more torch to just vanish along. Yeah, we did already that. I was feeling that we did, but then suddenly was like, I'm not actually sure, did we? Let's use one.
The way is lit.
We can
The
try
path
to
is
be
clear.
maybe scouting when we get a little
require
bit
only the
ahead.
strength to
Would be
follow
indeed
it.
nice to just get a couple of rooms at least ahead. You can definitely eat. That's A-okay. And also, you were supposed to be there, at least for the moment and time being. What sort of contents though? Cold does not fit. That's okay, I guess. We won't be taking it then yet. Well, never, to be honest, not that cold, but we probably will have some more gold at some point, possibly, maybe. Let's move one more room and then we camp. I think that should be okay. I guess we don't need to. Ah, that's the thing that we should have had holy water for. Well, unless it didn't do anything bad, even though I went and... Oh, this is not a fun thing. Having one of these guys plus then this thing. Definitely, absolutely no fun. Absolutely not fun. But hey, at least we can try to make you bleed. But if you hit Ukko, Ukko is gonna already go to the death's door immediately, so... Not fun. Not fun at very least at all. Definitely not fun. I guess I will just heal Ukko then actually. So at least death's door could be maybe avoided a little bit more efficiently. At least you can also target this nonetheless, even though... Would be lovely to get this guy, but I can't right now, so... Well... No one got moved, though, which is surprising. Let's use Blight. Didn't hit this guy, and this guy resisted it. Sad. Well... Should I try to use it again? Maybe? It's not like I can do anything for this guy otherwise yet then, for a turn anyway, so yeah, I think this is better than to at least get something started with them. They do have a good stun resistance, this giant too, but yeah, I'm gonna so stress out too much on this, I'd say. I think so. But let's just make them bleed more and more and more. 10 damage for 3 rounds, 3 damage for 3 rounds. Real nice. Let's see if we can maybe stun them, then they will die even faster. Because we don't even need to deal with one of their attacks, so cool. But yeah, that's a lot of damage. I wish you didn't try to ask us to embrace the dark. What if I don't want to? Light is definitely okay still though. They resisted it though. At least it gave a little bit of extra damage. I could of course do this too, but is it... Sure. They dodged it. Maybe I should have looked into the dodge chance a little bit more. Yeah. Try to damage them so maybe we can actually get rid of them. Yay. Now they will die next turn, so cool. I don't like that, but actually it does relatively little damage. It will be Blight, yes, which isn't the best, but it's not that bad. 19 damage is a nice hit. Very nice hit indeed, and you're gonna die to those pretty much. 6, 5, not quite. 1 more damage and you would be dead. Well, this for sure will make sure you die. You're even bleeding out 10 damage again for 3 rounds. Cool. Makes me quite happy. You can heal yourself for why not? Why not heal a little bit? Let's heal some more too. Ooh, crit death. Cool.
Perhaps the turning point.
Perhaps.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I could just leave some of that stuff behind, but... Sure, you use at least one of those, but should I... Yeah, I guess, but I think the gold is probably then better. There's no certainty if we find more emeralds. Though to be honest, we probably will anyways just replace these with then the medicines, so... Guess I might as well just wait with that a little bit more. I guess. I didn't change Taion Durken into there, but that's, I guess, fine. No scouting, but that's okay, we will camp. I talked about the camping, so let's do that.
Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
On the other hand, now we do have extra 2 spots anyway, so I guess I maybe should have still anyways done that, but whatever. You're not afflicted, but could still be good. If not religious, all companions minus 20 stress. I think this at least is nice for Taion to do. Light, grant me the strength to overcome whatever appears in our path. And I think I will do this. Less stress overall and more protection for everyone. At least 2 people who got, well, you couldn't really get minus stresses, but both of them got minus stresses, so that's cool. Cool stuff. No encouragement from them, but I could at least encourage a little bit of myself with you. And then who would I bless with this? I could bless anyone basically, but let's do it for Tayunda, I guess. Light shall shine upon thee. I can feel my heart, it pumps strong. Horrific. So horrific. Yeah, you have your health. Best press on. Sure is.
The light, the promise of safety.
Let's go. And move you there. I all the time forgetting that. Because it's such a weird position to be in the end. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, okay, so this is actually the thing from the stars. The thing is murderous and unforgiving, but it carries treasure that can't be found anywhere else. Additionally, those who survive its terrible onslaught may even earn unique quirks. Remember, retreat is always a valid option. Well, we'll see if we can do this. I don't know yet. Horrific regardless. How 148 health. Yeah, it has 2 actions per turn, so doesn't sound cool. We can't stun it. It has a good resistances overall. Will be difficult. I don't know if we can survive it, to be honest, but yeah, it is filled with shards. It is quite horrific looking, like that's a skeleton there making its leg. That's a hoof. That's nice crystal with the big skull, with a horns, moose head mayhaps. Who knows? But horrific looking, yes, that's for certainty. I don't think stun is a logical option, but I guess we can try to blight them a little bit. But even that isn't that great, to be honest. But I guess we can try. At least they are blighted for just a teeny tiny bit. Yay, great.
Power.
Resisted the bleeding though, which is sad, because the bleeding would do so nice amount of damage. Sad. You even have the accuracy paralyzing shard. Okay, we dodged. Grateful about that, but yeah, not surprising it goes stress and stun. I think we have a chance of doing this, but we'll see. We have a good health at least. It's the happy times that we met it after we had camped. So that's a good thing. Vorpal strike. Probably more stun. Stress at least. Return to the stars. Okay, yeah. Crystals that we've seen in the other place before. We do not like them. That much is certain. I think this is a time for you to transform. I don't exactly love it, but I do think it is the time to do so. You can at least all the time do this, and Tayunda can always do the other one then. They all are forward skills. Definitely would want to destroy this, because I know that this is gonna be a problem if it's not destroyed.
Executed with impunity.
Case Core. Also that, how it does that Sky Taint. What the heck is a Sky Taint? You get Blight, a lot of Blight to be honest. Blight and Bleed Resist and more stress. Cool. As in not really cool. This is a good combo though, because that ram still does nice amount of damage. So definitely as such not a big issue to do it like that.
Masterfully executed.
Some nice, yeah, that was a nice hit too. You have so plus 80% to protection, plus 6 speed, plus 40% damage, if health below 45%. Okay, these are all something that if his health is below 45%, he does a lot more. Yeah, would love to bleed it, so that at least would die then faster in the future. I am definitely worried, but we have done a good progress thus far, regardless. Yeah, so another crystal, which we need to deal with. At least you have a low stress levels to begin with, so at least that should be good. That does always, of course, heal, so yeah. Some more bleeding, perhaps, maybe? Yes. Well, it did cure itself before from the bleeding, clearly, because it's not bleeding like that. Really don't like that Sky Taint, that's not cool. It was the Blight and Bleed Resist, yeah, and just a lot more stress. I think I should heal. Even though Ukko also has a good healing, but sometimes it's good to still heal a little bit. And all of them are wounded after all. It will start to do even more and have all of those resistances, protection, speed, damage, crit. Yep. Only 3 damage, that's sad. At least right now you would actually be able to have a good use for that healing from that.
Be gone, fiend.
Only 4 health though, which is kind of sad. Okay. Your stress levels are still, for a while at least, okay. But, okay, at least this should be bleeding once, if nothing more. We need a lot of stuff. You heal a little bit at least again. Here you go. 2 points damage, that sucks. 2 points of damage is nothing, basically. Shame that Caesar basically has had to be doing this stuff all the time, but I guess it's okay. This does very little damage itself, but it is nice that always then, if the bleeding just succeeds, at least bleeds for 5 extra points, so it's not that bad in that sense. But this is a good, okay combo, it's just that the stress is starting to go way too high for a couple of us. So that's the main issue, that can we continue with this, but they are almost dead. Very close to being dead. I so wish that that would crit or something, but it does have so much extra protection right now after all, which is the main issue. I think Caesar has to be turning back in just a moment. Depends, of course. Okay, that's also not the most pleasant. I'm kinda like wondering, should I do damage? But it's not like you can do almost any damage anyway, so I guess it's better to just make sure we're in good health nonetheless. Yeah, another crystal and more stress, so I'm going overboard. Ah, god damn it. The ring didn't help.
Fear and frailty.
We're so almost there, you know. So almost there. If only it would have bleeded, it would die. But it didn't. I am afraid of this. Even though you would go overboard with the stress too, I am afraid of leaving this alive. On the other, yeah, and you wouldn't kill it still, so I don't wanna that crystal to be left alive. I don't just simply want to, but yeah, you're going overboard. It's no surprise, you can't do more of that then anymore. Irrational. How lovely. I hate your irrationality.
Taken over the edge into madness.
But it's just 4 HP. Certainly we should be able to do it. It's just 4 HP. And yet now I suffer. I know. We can survive, Tayonta. It's 4 HP. See? 4 HP. It's a lot, basically nothing. It uses its own health to do that. So it should already be dead.
Those who covet injury.
And now you are dead. But hey, it died. So rewards that we wouldn't get otherwise ever. So that's cool. It's comet shards and an ancestral portrait. Ooh, interesting. An interesting ancestral portrait. Ancestor's portrait even. Oh, is that our ancestor? How nice. Plus 50% to resolve XP. That's cool for someone who is low level, I think. Because we want to be getting them at least from 0 level quickly higher. So I think that's a good place. But here at the moment I don't really want to use it. But definitely don't want to leave it behind. But okay, so we're slightly worse off right now. Just slightly worse off. I'm not sure if we can do this to the end now, but on the other hand, that was a cool thing that we managed to do that. But yeah, 3 of us are, well, masochistic, irrational, and fearful. So that's not exactly the best, now is it?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Yes,
for in
deliverance,
blood.
yes. The only one who hasn't gotten way too stressed is somehow Ukko. Let's use a couple of torch. Maybe you can
In
scout.
Radiance, may we find
We still have need
victory.
of 2 quest items, which sucks so much. How far are those quest items? That's just a curio, and the next room will be a battle. So then they are right here at the very, very end. So definitely can't know if we can really do it. Would be hopeful, but
Packs laden with loot
this
are often low
stress
on
is a huge
supplies.
problem. Health is somewhat a problem. The biggest problems are, of course, that just in general, our people, you can't really use your abomination form now. And, yeah, just... well, we don't know how bad enemies there will be in here. This is also an issue. But I don't want to go back yet, because it's only a few more rooms. These are not that bad if we could kill these 2 cultists so that they don't cause us stress. Please hit them. Oh, 84% chance to hit. Blight.
Struck.
Well, at least that guy got blighted, but what about this guy? Deliver you, yes. I need this guy's dead. Because we can't deal with any of the stress.
Compassion
That's the
is a
main
rarity
issue,
in
stress.
the fevered pitch of battle.
Well, at least 12 damage, so they're definitely closer to being dead. If only Ukko you would have been able to hit, would have been great, but nope. But yeah, Tayunda might be getting into the death's freaking door because of the freaking heart attack. And bleeding, possibly.
Dazed,
My god,
reeling,
why?
about to break.
Why does this have to happen? It would have been fine if you got moved, Caesar. That would have been totally fine. I'm not happy about this stuff, though. The main issue is that if you get bleeding, you have bleeding while you then get a heart attack. That's just the worst case scenarios after all. Oh my god, this guy just all the time dodges. That's just the worst ever. And all of that. Burst into sobs, how great, and then you go... my god. Heart attack.
And now the true test. Hold fast.
My god, I hate these people so much. Yeah, there's another heart attack.
Survival
Okay,
is a
Tayunda is dead.
tenuous proposition in this sprawling tomb.
Just got so many dodges. So many dodges in a row. And the bleeding, nothing good. Like, I think we were in a great place. We've done great, but then that's just... that sucks so much, losing Tayunda now too. Another person dead. But now I'm kinda like, I don't wanna leave anymore. I'm doomed anyway, so who freaking cares anymore? We lost even Tayunda. Sad times. Even though we have so many healers, but it's like 2 heart attacks in a row. It's just like, seriously? That just sucks so much. They just happened to get the turns. We didn't manage to get the kills, even though we definitely tried. So much tried to kill them, but just didn't manage. Just couldn't. Just really couldn't. Definitely just couldn't. It has, because you're stressing everyone out. Rapturous. I'm not even exactly sure what that would be meaning, other than probably causing himself to bleed ever more. Which is great. At least you will bleed now. And of course the worst type of enemy is having these 10 here who cause all of this. Which is definitely true. Fear pain. Righteous fate for those who fear pain. Yes, of course. Well, obviously. If only you guys could have killed those before Tayunda died. It's so sad. I was so happy before we managed to do it and everything, but then just... because I knew that we could do this battle, it's just that they concentrated so greatly to just get Tayunda. And we tried to kill those 2, but we just failed over and over and over again.
This expedition at least promises success.
So, what to do? Can we scout? Where's our freaking stupid medicines? Curio quest location is right there, and that's a quest location, so we can do this quest. Totally fine. Clearly now. We don't even need the shovels. We don't even need the torches. We can do just fine without these goddamn stupid torches around. Crusader only items are now then left here like this. Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess, what we do with that. We start a little bit into this way, just enough to pick up this goddamn thing. We don't have a shovel, no need to worry about that. We'll take this instead of the cash. Then we go just a little tiny bit back. Yes, we won't be ambushed, it's just a short distance, me. Don't be so fearful of every little corner of the shadow. Yeah, not gonna try to worry about opening that, no point. It's gonna be over soon anyways. Okay. So, let's take this rather than this food. We have them. Sadly, we lost Tajunta. And I can't say I'm happy about that in the least. Return to Hamlet. Definitely not gonna stay here a
These
while
medicines
longer.
will prevent the outbreak of epidemic at our struggling hamlet.
Yes. Didn't get busts in here, but at least deeds and portraits are all great stuff. Just sad about Tajunta, but we couldn't really stop that. I tried to fight the best I could. We just happened to meet an enemy we couldn't defeat, and yeah. Sadly, it just was as it was. One hero per roster was 25% debuff resist. I don't know who I would want to have it, but as such it's good for anyone. I guess it's okay for me. Hylomania, obsessed with material things and a natural swing. Natural swing is cool, at least. Something cool sometimes that happens for us. And yeah, just those goddamn 2 heart attacks in a row.
The preponderance of rare and exotic injuries makes this place perfect for the study of suffering.
Yes, so perfect. So, town event, treatment ward is free. Sadly, Tajunta is very dead. And Visinekko is back from a personal trial of the body. Disease cured syphilis. Rabies cured, hopeless no more. Cured stress. You gambled and recovered some stress, and now you're a known sheet. Of course, Google, you would be a known sheet, of course. And you feel sated and relaxed after a night among the cushions. So much stress relief actually from that, which is cool. So, could I somehow get 20 busts to get another spot here, at least for free? Would be nice. We sacrificed a lot for that, so yeah, I would like to do that. Rather deeds though. So, how many was it that we needed? It was 20, so we need 9 more. Definitely would use the deeds though. 9 more. Eesh. If I change 12 deeds, it's almost there. How many? We needed only 13 of the crests, so if I would change just a few crests, can get 1 more bust and can get another
Curious
spot.
methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
Yeah, Skytaint was also like so not fun after all. Sure, you come for the Varys treatment. Though to be honest, I guess I should be rather having those who are really gonna be costing some more for this. So sure, you and then you. Sure. And let's do it for the most expensive people, this stuff. Torn Radiator away, and then we can maybe make the Deadly permanent. Natural Eye, Unholy Hater. Yeah, let's make the Deadly permanent for you. What is in that syringe? Do you have something I would like, Milan? Natural Eye, On Guard is okay. Not that amazing stuff to be honest. Vissenekko did have the Unholy Slayer that I already made permanent, so maybe. Let's just have a look. Would there be something else I would like more? I do like the Luminous too, especially for a healer, it is pretty cool. Maybe we should do that one for Small Fry. These don't really matter at all to keep though, so that's kind of the sad thing. What about you, Google? Caesar is already there. Less debuff chance. It's not really that good for me though. So sure, who was it that I was thinking of? You probably the most, and at least you're extremely good against the Unholy. You have plus 15% damage, minus 15% stress against the Unholy, plus accuracy and crit chances. Then these are the more expensive ones, so in that sense I should remove one of these. Probably this, so that you're less likely to get stunned. That would sound pretty good for me. So we got really nice benefits, but sadly we at the same time lost someone important. Had a heart attack due to unstable bullet. Had a heart attack. Yeah, but yeah, it was basically, if I hadn't retreated when we were in the boss battle with Satendenholm, she had a proper death blow resist chance, because if you get to the heart attack and then have 0 health and get another heart attack, you're pretty much guaranteed to die. And this time around with Tayonda, at least I really couldn't really help it. Like, there would have been so cool stuff that he would have had, but there was nothing really that could be done other than that we would have retreated earlier. That would have been the only thing we could have done, but I knew that we could win the battle. It's just that we didn't happen to hit those two. No matter how much we tried, we just didn't get those hits we would have needed against two on the back. So just didn't manage to do it. I can't blame myself as much for that. Wow, there's actually someone on the rank 1 now. Not that I'm gonna get them. I will then probably also hire another Tayonda 2, number Tayonda 2. I do like Crusaders a lot after all, but that sucked. That did suck. Apparently, is this still there? The thing from the Star Rooms this week, you might encounter it. Slay the boss. Does it mean that I should go into here to slay the boss, or do I need to slay here the boss? I don't know. But it is still here, also, even though we did also kill one. But hey, it was cool that we got some shards, some more shards. Actually, been a while since we got on any shards. Not exactly sure if the shards are good enough for that. There is, of course, this guy. So you got some very expensive stuff here for sale, certainly enough. That's cool. Okay, I could actually buy something. Abomination only, plus 15 to accuracy, plus 35 stun skill chance, minus 10, plus 10% to stress. So stress, bad, accuracy and stun skill chance, cool. Also expensive. Ignore stealth, that's cool. Minus 20% virtue chance though isn't cool. It's shortest crit chance if it's in the inventory. Okay. It's interesting that it's saying specifically in the inventory, as in, do you mean in the inventory in a way that you would be carrying it around and then that would give everyone plus 5 to crit chance? Maybe. I'm not exactly 100% sure if that's what it means. Occultist only, plus 40% protection when attacked by Husk. Minus 20% healing received, plus 30% protection when attacked by Eldritch. And max HP plus. But yeah, it just, if we had a lot more to do in that than just a little bit to get those resources or these medicines here, I would have definitely retreated. But we were so close, I knew it, so another member of our team has fallen. RIP everyone. Original Small Fry, Hydalis, Satendenholm, Tayonda. Rest in peace, cease. So, hope you enjoyed some more of the Darkest Dungeon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you for more next time. Bye bye till then.